Chef Steve here in the AmeriCraft Kitchen. Now, we may come to your home and we've done a dinner party, or perhaps you came to one of our demonstrations that we've done at a home and garden show or a health festival, and you liked the health salad that we made. Now, I'm going to show you exactly how we do that salad. First, we're going to start by cutting up the vegetables. And I'm going to cut up the vegetables in a certain way, and there's a reason for that, and I'll explain it to you as I go. Now, on our cabbages, what you want to do is you want to start, by the way, AmeriCraft cutlery made by the Buck Knife Company. Best knife in the world. Go right through the core, right on the top of that cabbage, and you want to go straight down. Cut that cabbage in half. Now we're going to go through the core again. Again, straight down, and one more time, but straight through the core. Now, why are we cutting through the core? Because that holds the cabbage together for us. So we're going to cut through that core so we have a nice wedge. Now, the reason I did this was because of that wedge. You see, with our kitchen cutter, we want to make sure that that cabbage is going to fit into that kitchen cutter. So we cut it into wedges. And this also gives you 8 different wedges, so you can make a lot of salads. So we're going to start with that. I'm going to do my green cabbage the exact same way. Again, just going right through the core, and you get yourself a nice wedge. We'll put that over there. We're going to use that in our salad. And our butternut squash. Now, butternut squash, otherwise known as cheese plant, for those of you who have seen those demonstrations, we're going to just cut the tip off and cut the bottom off. And then we're going to cut straight down through the squash itself. And just rock your AmeriCraft cutlery back and forth. It goes straight on down, and we get it cut perfectly in half. And then we're going to cut that in half again, kind of like the cabbage. We're actually doing 8 slivers out of the one vegetable. Again, economy, we want to make sure we're saving our money. That's why you got invested in the world's greatest cookware in the first place. So now we have a beautiful butternut squash right here. We'll cut those seeds out. And I think we're just about ready to make our salad. Now, we're going to start off with some carrots. I'm going to show you how to cut some other vegetables as we go. In fact, I'll just go ahead and cut them now. Onions. I want to cut the onions into quarters. Now, we're going to leave the skin on. Now, I leave the skin on because underneath that skin is the gases that make you cry when you're peeling an onion. So we're going to leave that skin on, and we're going to show you how we use that in our salad as well. And let's see, I got a couple more items here. Got a cucumber, our yellow squash, and our zucchini. And on these items, I'm just going to cut the little end off, that little root system that's right there. And we're ready to begin. So let's start off with some carrots. Now, when you're going to be cooking carrots or putting them in your salad, you want to make sure that you wash them first. Wash them and scrub them, just don't peel them. Nutrients are actually in the skin, so you want to leave that skin on. Take the kitchen cutter, rubber base, any flat surface, turn the handle. Make sure you got a good pressure right there. Now we're going to start off, I'm going to use what I like to call the Ruffles potato chip cone, otherwise known as the number 5 cone. We're going to go ahead and put that onto the kitchen cutter and take our carrots. Now here's a little secret with the carrot. Take the skinny end and hold it at the top. Fat end goes into the back. Push it straight back to the back of the hopper. Now, as you're cutting, you want to turn that carrot. I don't know if you can see how my fingers are turning the carrot as I cut. The reason you want to do that is if you don't do that, you're going to end up with the tail of that carrot coming down. So you just want to turn it as you go. One more time. Fat end goes to the back. Push it to the back of the hopper. Turn the handle and just spin the carrot as you're cutting. And push straight down. Now, when you first get your kitchen cutter, just like when I first got mine, when you first start out, go slow. Okay? Go slow until you're very comfortable with it, and especially go slow when you start getting close to those teeth. Again, you don't want finger food or chef salad. This is going to be a good vegetable salad. So, we got our carrots already cut in there. Let's go ahead and, while we have that same cone, let's put some cucumbers in there. Now, by the way, cucumber, you want to leave the skin on. Skin's got pepsin in it. Pepsin is good. You've heard of Pepto-Bismol and Pepsid AC, things like that. It's going to help you with your digestion, so you want to keep your skins on. Now, take that, vegetables like this, and put it to the very top of the hopper. Now, I want you to watch what I do with my little finger. Put my little finger on the edge of the kitchen cutter. The other 3 fingers are holding the vegetable. This kind of lets me allow it to stay on the top of the cone instead of going to the back of the cone. Now, if you feel more comfortable, put it to the back of the cone, but I like to get those nice, even Ruffles potato chips look, or bread and butter pickles, as they say. right? Also good if you need to go to the spa. All kinds of good stuff. All right, so we got our carrots in there. We have our cucumbers. Let's go ahead and change cones. Now this is the cone I use when I do my hash browns or my julienne, the number 2 cone. Got the 2 wavy edges on there. Take that cone, we'll put that one on. Now I'm going to do some cabbages. Actually, start with our zucchini. Some nice greens in there. Again, like I said before, little finger on the edge, 3 fingers holding the vegetable. Right on top. And you see that beautiful julienne cut that we make. Now again, like I said, if you're more comfortable, just stick it to the back of the hopper. Just kind of make sure you turn the vegetable as you go so you don't get the tail. And we're going to go right on down to that nub. Using all of the vegetable, that's the part we'll get rid of. Take some yellow squash, do the same thing. Again, right on top of the cone. And we got the nice, kind of looks like hash browns, doesn't it? If I had a potato, that's what I'd be getting. Again, down to the nub. And let's add some of our cabbages now. We got some purple cabbage. Now the purple cabbage, this one's a little bit interesting how I hold it. Once remember, we cut it into the ridges so it would fit into the kitchen cutter. We're actually going to palm the cabbage. Palm the cabbage, doesn't matter which side you have the core on, but I always put it toward the back. Right on top of the machine. If you push straight down, see that nice cut that it's making? But here's the best part. You can hear when it stops cutting. And it stops cutting when it gets to the last leaf. That's the part you want to throw away. That's where people handle it in the grocery store. It's also where you're going to find pesticides. Don't need that in our food. So we have a nice cabbage in there as well. By the way, if you like stir fries, best way to go to make a stir fry. Get some of our green cabbage. Again, the same thing, the sliver of it will go right on the top. Did you know that when you buy cabbage, especially green cabbage, it costs 39 to 59 cents a pound? Coleslaw, $2.49 a pound. All that store does is they get a couple of high school kids, 2 of these machines, teach them how to turn a profit. Okay, let's see what else we got. How about onions? Onions are high in fiber. They're great for your heart. You know, a lot of people don't know this, but they're also a diet food. They don't help you lose a lot of weight, but you do look smaller from a distance. Yeah, okay. Take the onion, we're going to palm it. The reason I palm it is I do want it to cut all the onion, but I don't want it to cut the skin. So it's going to shred and peel the onion all at the same time, right down to the skin. That's the part you throw away. No time for tears. Look at those beautiful shredded and peeled onions for soups and salads. Let's see, we have a couple more ingredients. Oh, one more ingredient. How many do you like cheese in your salad? Yeah. We don't have any. Yeah. I like cheese. I'm not going to use it in this salad, though. This is a nice, healthy salad all the way. Nothing wrong with cheese, but on this salad, pure vegetables. For cheese, we're going to use our grater cone. The grater cone, once again, carrots for carrot raisin salad, zucchini for zucchini bread, potato pancakes, one of my favorites, and then we're going to do cheese plant, otherwise known as butternut squash. Now, a butternut squash is a member of the pumpkin family. Got a hard rind, just like a pumpkin does. Now, I love making homemade pumpkin pie. Hardest part was always getting the meat off the rind. So what we do now is just take that rind side, stick it to the back of the hopper, kind of like we did earlier, turn it on, and you're going to see it's going to shred the meat of that butternut squash. But the part that it's not cutting is the rind. That's the part we throw away. And now we have an 8-vegetable garden salad. Done without any lettuce, by the way. Lasts about 5 days in the refrigerator without wilting. Put a little shower cap over the top, you're ready to go. Chef Steve, looking forward to seeing you again in your kitchen.